Chapter 3. Vassal Urban Warfare.
All right. Does not appear to be a lot of voice acting I'm going to be able to get done on this stream. I will do what I can, though.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
So right now we're getting trounced.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription.
Ah, so we're Switzerland.
Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs.
I have to say, I love this game. I've always loved this game for the way that the voice acting has been handled. It's a really, really enjoyable experience. I enjoy all of the interesting characters from this game. This is just a very, very enjoyable game in general. The strategy is a lot of fun, too. Once you get the hang of it, you know, it's basically quickly get as many of the bases as you can becomes the only way to win if you're gonna advance the storyline properly.
Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now.
Welcome.
Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Yes, best battle baker in the entire army.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
We need to work on your flirting, man. You do not compare a girl to beetles.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, what girl doesn't want to be a king? Come on, Alicia.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Literally or figuratively?
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Yeah, probably. A new episode has been added. Yeah.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now. Ma'am. Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other?
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welkin was in science and I was in archaeology.
Hey, archaeology can be a
And
science.
just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying more, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgreaves. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Okay. Get to know our people. We have Welkin, Alicia, Bridget, and Largo. So Welkin is a nature lover, which we know by him comparing the girl he's flirting with a bug. Calm heart, unshakable even when surrounded by foes, remains completely in command, enjoying a boost in parameters. All right, pretty sweet. Alicia's country bred, but umptish. Standing in bare dirt leads to a boost in concentration, raising accuracy, and maternal. When her close friends are nearby, the desire to protect them drives all of her abilities up. Rosie has a desert allergy. She's allergic to dust, so anytime you're anywhere dusty, like a desert, she basically starts losing HP. She's also a big sister. She can't abandon her fellow shock troopers for any nearby. Her abilities are enhanced, and she's very strong-willed. She plows through oncoming fire by sheer force of will, takes less damage from interception fire, which is super useful. You have Largo, who's a child of nature who paved roads. He doesn't like them, so he lowers his defense whenever he is in a city, for instance. Big-hearted, which means his insurmountable spirit is enough to call him back from death, reviving him after his HP reaches 0. And loyal teammate. When surrounded by allies, he feels the drive and energy to work that much harder, enjoying a boost in abilities. Okay, command room. So here is where we were picking, okay, who is actually going to be part of our team?
It's good to see you doing the rounds. This is the command room. Use it to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards.
They're very, very useful in keeping a defensive perimeter.
That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out.
This is also true.
Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
Yep.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets.
If you want something dead, you pretty much want to send in a shock trooper to get the job done.
While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings.
What they do is not very nice, but they're the best at what they do.
Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets.
If you have something big that needs to go boom, they're the ones you send in.
Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars.
If you have to clear out mines, your best option is to send in engineers to disarm them. But your second best option is to send a tank to roll over them. But your third best option is sending a Lancer over.
Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the Engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support.
And they are so freaking useful, and nobody ever uses them. It's so sad.
They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site.
I'm a huge fan of the Engineer.
They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it.
It would be so cool if they actually could, produce sandbags, but they basically can only repair.
Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators.
Yeah, you generally don't want them to be in the middle of a firefight. You want them to be on the edges, repairing everything and fixing everyone up and providing supplies.
Lastly, we have the Snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance.
And, standard snipers.
You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see.
Especially early in the game, if you want something that you have to hit pinpoint accuracy, these are the guys.
Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight.
Yep.
Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for.
Yeah, they can't defend themselves at all. So basically, you have to have somebody else with them if you're concerned that someone else could be after them. Because, if somebody can walk right up to them and shoot them in the face, and they'll just, let them.
That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
All right, so I'm going to put this together, this group together, using an Excel sheet later when we're not around. But I do want to kind of analyze each of their potentials because I think it's interesting. Neat freak, so does not like to be dirty. If he kneels down, he's going to decrease his accuracy. Very good at holding down a camp, though. And, of course, he's good with other darks. Dirt increases accuracy. If you kneel, you'll get a drop in defense. And increased evasion with other scouts. Grass raises defense. Basically get into cover, and they will have an increased attack power. And being around friends increases attack power. Kneeling decreases accuracy. And being near friends decreases accuracy. Being on dirt increases accuracy. Being around shock troopers lowers attack power. And being near friends increases attack power. So in the desert, you're going to see increased evasion. And being near men increases accuracy. Cat, I need you not licking my hand right now. Basically, when she gets near metal, she starts losing HP. get into a trench, and she loses attack power. And being near others increases defense ability. Born Leader is like one of my favorite skills. So roads, lower defense. Being near men increases accuracy, and being near friends decreases accuracy. Being near plants decreases HP, and being near friends increases attack power. Being in the dirt decreases accuracy. Being anywhere near a scout will increase attack ability, and basically they can see at night. Increased accuracy at night. Dust will decrease HP, be able to take out lancers, and increased accuracy around women. Okay. Roads, lower defense, and increased accuracy around Imperials. Iron increases attack, and if his HP drops too low, he will stop trying to. He'll stop trying to live. Anywhere near dirt increases accuracy. Basically, being around friends increases defense, and if they're attacked, you decrease attack power, which is actually really, really bad for a shock trooper. Dust decreases HP. Friends decreases evasion. Sorry, not being near friends decreases evasion. And when something attacks her, she decreases her attack power. So any kind of roads decrease defense. Being around a lancer increases attack. And being near the Empire, being close quarters, increases accuracy. Being near iron increases attack. And when you drop below half AP, they start losing the defense. So she can't run for very long before she loses her defensive abilities. Bear dirt, boosting concentration, so increase accuracy on dirt. Around Lancer, attack power is dropped. And basically near a camp, just be excellent at attacking. Okay, so roads makes them up their defense. Camp defender, very good at evading attacks in a camp. And then when near allies, the drop evasion. So paved roads decrease defense. Can't see in the dark, so lower accuracy in the dark. And then decreased defense around darksons. Increased sand improves evasion. Night increases accuracy, and pessimism lowers defense. So basically, lower HP, lower defense. HP drains near deserts, and darksons decreases defense. So city ups defense, and then being around friends boosts defense. So dirt decreases accuracy. Attack power is lower against scouts, and then they become much better at evading attacks near their camp. Much better around defense, much better around deserts, much better evasion. And HP, once he goes down to a single digit, they lower fire accuracy, which is weird. Like, why would he only be at one digit? But there you go. So dirt decreases accuracy, nowhere near friends, decreased evasion, and then less than half full AP decreases defense. So dust is a decrease on HP. Women increases accuracy, and men decreases accuracy. So iron increases attack power, and then basically near death, they lose their accuracy. Roads increase defense, and then in a camp, they drop defense. Around the desert, improved evasion. They're really good at shooting other snipers. And around toxins, lose their defense. Allergies, so pollen, any kind of grass causes them to lose HP. Darkness basically causes them have better accuracy. And then, of course, when she's around allies, she loses evasion. Okay, so I'm going to pick like the worst people to start with. And the reason for that being that is, as we advance, I want people to build up their abilities. Generally, you want to have a little bit of everything in your group, and leveling certain people up. When I say leveling up, I mean having them in the party long enough that they get an extra ability you unlock, and that causes other people to open up. So that's kind of what we're wanting with these folks, is we want them to be... we want to get as many people in the party as we can, so we have more options. So I want to pick the worst people I can early on.
My name's
she doesn't seem
Ramona
that great.
Linton. Good to be on board, Welkin.
So first off, I'm going to go after the people that only have 3 skills.
I'm Frisia York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
Hey there. I'm Ika Thompson. I'll try my best. Sound good, Welkin?
Paige Salinger, reporting for duty, sir.
Hello, I'm Mika Hawkins. I'll be serving under you from here on.
Hello there. I'm Dorothy. I'll do my best.
My name's Rosina Selden. I'm in with you guys as of today. Hi there. I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Herbert Nielsen is me. I mean, yeah, I'll try.
Ish.
I'm Ramsey Clement. Hey.
Hello, I'm Claudia Mann. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Okay, so I can pick up 6 more. So I want to find some people that really don't like make the final cut. So next I'm going to see, is there anybody who's not friends with anyone? Okay. Niels doesn't like anybody.
I'm Niels. Niels Darden. I'll see you on the field.
Hey, Field Boar here. Remember the name, boss man.
Anybody else with no friends?
Marina Wolfsten, at your command.
All right. So I have 3 more open slots. So what were some of the worst problems these people had? Panicky's pretty bad. I have 2 panicky people. So let's pick up both of our panicky folks.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure we'll get along swimmingly.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, I'm Aisha Newman. Nice to meet you, Mr. Welkin.
Well, don't you have an interesting voice? Anybody else panicky? I think that's all of our panickers. Okay, so I can pick up 1 more. Bad back seems like a problem. Yep, I only have 1 bad back. So let's go, Nos.
I'm Noche Wordsworth.
Noche, excuse me.
Feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad.
Yeah, and I will be regularly coming back and adjusting. I'm not trying to go with the best group early on because I want to basically get as many people as I can leveled up.
As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat.
Which is nice. That means that I can unlock as much stuff as I can and get other people in, and also whoever I level up, they're all going to be leveled up.
They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field. You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
And one of the things I really like to do is level up as much as I can.
Squad leader's a lot of responsibility.
Which, I mean, everyone does that. But what I mean is get the easy to level up folk first. Try to be economical about it. And what you're after is maximizing the number of people that you have leveled up. And so you go after the ones that are really, really cheap early on.
Come to think of it, Valdio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
Okay. So we have training and R&D. I'm going to go after R&D first.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
Huh? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you?
Who wants to know?
I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow!
Yeah, I did all right.
Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
You're my boy?
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
All right. About outfitting tanks. Development work on tanks happens in the form of body enhancements, tread and weak point improvements, and attack support. Body enhancements mostly reinforce the gun barrel and body armor to improve its base stats. Tanks will automatically be given the best body type you've developed. You decide whether to favor attack or defense, and altering body type gives your tank a different outward appearance. Improvements to the treads and weak point attack support take the form of parts, which can be added to tanks to enhance their abilities. Each part has a set size and blocks. You decide how to fit the 4x3 block storage capacity in the idle vise. Pick the optional parts that best fit your own personal combat style. And again, I'm kind of after getting as much as I can out of it from a cost-effective standpoint. This looks like 500 is what most of what I'm going to be going after is going to be. What's the lowest here? So I have a 1200, I have 1000. So basically anything under 1000, let's go after. If it's under 1000, we'll purchase it.
Here you go, bro. All done. Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro. All set for you, bro. It's done.
I like to heavily emphasize
All set
infantry.
for you, bro. It's done.
Infantry are super useful, and tanks, really, no matter what you do with it, the tank's going to be powerful.
Here you go, bro. All done.
Okay, well, let's get some Edelweiss. Hold on. Yeah, I think everything else we've got.
All set for you, bro. It's done. All set for you, bro. It's done. Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro.
I didn't mean to do that. All right. Okay. So I don't have the money for either of these things, which, as useful as they are, that's okay. I don't need that at the moment. Let's make sure I got everything into my tank that I want in my tank. All right, very good.
Well, sir, was that helpful? We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
All right.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
All right, next we'll probably training field.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
I love this guy.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right. Now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works.
Thank you.
It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here.
Yep.
Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go. Train all you want. I've got all day.
I think at first, we're able to level up like everybody without really having to think about it. Yep. Everybody just goes up to level 2 right away.
No pain, no gain! Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers.
Okay.
You're better than this! Push those limits! Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order. Put it to good use out there.
Defense boost. We can order to raise any ally's defense, which is super useful. Alright, so scouts are pretty close to level 3.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and there's one more thing to add.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them.
Like we did with the snipers and the lancers.
You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order.
Like we got with the engineers.
Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic. A real golden oldie.
So we can also raise one ally's evasion skills.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail.
The one unit commands I've never really found much use for. Yes, there are situations where they're useful, but usually you want the area effect ones.
It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad.
This is true.
The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
Okay, so Largo gets a first aid boost. A little better at using first aid. So is Niles. Theod is very good against tanks, as is Rosina. Yoko's very good for using Ragnade. And then Marina is very good at shooting from top of a ladder. The episode has been added. Headquarters tab is now available. About Headquarters. On the Gallian Militia's base, you can use the experience points and funds you've acquired in battle to train your troops to higher levels or develop new weaponry. Stopping by before combat or after an op, once you've acquired more resources, is a really good idea. Open the menu with the triangle button and pick the headquarters from the tab select menu to visit the base's facilities. As you progress through the game, new designations around the base will become available to you as well. Look at all that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs that are going to be coming one day. Right now, let's just save. What? Okay.
Welks. There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ace. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on.
I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together.
I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere.
So what is Ragnite actually? Is it whale oil?
Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Nitrogen?
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
Aluminum?
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
I gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time.
Alright, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgries. Our mission is to take it back.
Strategic position.
The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense.
Common mistake. Gotta keep those supply lines open.
Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own.
Sorry, I hear this voice and I immediately think of Disenchantment.
How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
It's John DiMaggio.
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Very true.
Hey!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
Not uncommon.
That doesn't make any sense.
Actually, that was incredibly common. World War I was really when you started seeing... Well, okay. Napoleon's Grand Army was where you started seeing regulars being treated pretty much on par with the aristocracy. But World War I is where it really came into focus.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Civilian command.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the western bank to gain a foothold for reclaiming the bridge. Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp, and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out there. Now move out.
It's interesting, the hats look somewhat French. Not exactly, but a little. Skirmishes tabs are now available. About skirmishes. Unlike those within the main storyline, the battles found under the Skirmishes tab can be played any number of times. Perfect for amassing experience and research fees. Read grinding here. Try them if you're feeling underpowered. Press the triangle button to open the menu, then choose Skirmishes from the tab menu select, and pick the battle you wish to fight. New skirmishes are added as you progress through the main plot, and the difficulty of each skirmish can be set freely, so of course we're going to maximize the difficulty whenever possible. Just be careful, though not a plot battle, soldiers lost during skirmishes can still die. A new skirmish battle has just been added, and we will definitely be doing that before the next battle. So that's one of the things that's important, is to make sure you are fighting as often as possible to level up as much as you can before you try to get into plot. So let's get some skirmishes going. Okay. Normal.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
So generally it's going to be a couple of chapters before the one you're on is where you're going to get skirmish battles. And you're going to set the difficulty. Again, I'm going to set it as high as I can to produce a challenge that I'm going to have to then meet. We've received intelligence reporting Imperial activity in the area. This is your starting position. Sweep in and quickly drive their strike force back. Of course, you'll notice we're at the position that the enemy was defending the previous battle. Now we have that spot, which is more difficult. Your objective is to occupy their base camp. Good luck. So, in order to win this battle, we have to capture the enemy base camp. We lose if Welkin dies, the enemy occupies our base, all ally soldiers and reserves are killed, or 20 turns pass. Okay, so generally speaking, I've played this game. Game's over 10 years old now. One of the things I've found is that you want to run an operation with as small of a party as you can stand. So you look for stars. So where can I see? Okay, well, certain individuals get an extra bonus having them in your party as a leader. I don't see that screen here. No indication. I'm pretty sure it's Alicia, Rosie, and Largo are the people that actually give us an extra turn just having them in the party. Okay. I'm going to try to run it with just these people. And we'll see how well that goes. I saved right before I started this, so we should be okay. Our objective is take the enemy base camp. And so that's pretty much the only thing I should be focused on, is getting the base camp as quickly as I possibly can in order to maximize my score. And of course the score is what's going to determine how much I level up because of this and how much coin I get. So, let's go. Yeah.
Now, let's begin the operation. I'm confident victory is within reach.
Because we'll still have the same number of turns because we've added those people.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia! Squad 7, move out!
But we need to capture that area as quickly as possible, so basically we don't actually need to have a lot of people in order to do that. Because what we're actually wanting is we're wanting to take one person and take this camp. And that one person will probably be Alicia. So we have defense, defense. So Rosie will be a defender. And Welkin will be a defender. And Alicia is just going to kind of rush off on her own.
My turn, okay?
Don't let your guard down.
Just have her sneak out back. Okay, can I hit that? I can't. Which means I'm just going to have to shoot this guy. Which will work. Okay, and he's gonna fire back. She has like no defense right now. Okay, end our turn, and the only damage we've taken was from that one hit. Now, the question is, do I want to just ignore this guy and go straight for the objective? And I think I am. I think I'm gonna see if I can get away with that. Okay. So let's execution style this guy.
Nice.
We've occupied the base camp. We win. Occupied the enemy camp. And that's really the way you play this game. Is you
Operation complete. We took their base.
You just steal your objective as quickly as you can, however you're able to. Oh, excuse me. However you're able to. So we get maximum score We maximize our experience, we maximize our money. And that's what you're after on this. Okay, let's go to headquarters and get our stuff. Now, I don't spam that because obviously that's a little cheap doing it that way. But again, what you're after is the points. And so that's why you take the objective as quickly as you can. You minimize your damage.
Hello, Welkin. Here to fine-tune your squad.
And maximize your
Come back
bonus.
anytime you need to change your lineup, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I actually hit the wrong tab there. Okay, so R&D first. I don't think we have anything new open to us.
I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Okay. Make sure I don't have anything new. Yeah, nothing new, so we'll add on some Edelweiss. Okay, it's 1,500 and 1,200. I always like to go low score to high score, and the thought process being I want to have as much rolling into the next thing as I can. Okay, so I have frontal armor, have extra defense. I don't have the extra range at this time.
Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
So training.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots. Train all you want. I've got all day.
And again, the thought is be as economical as I can, go with the low score, and boost as much as I can from the bottom. So I now have two groups that are leveling up.
You're better than this. Push those limits.
The Scout and the Lancer are both leveling up, and my Sniper is next in line.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Okay, that leveling didn't actually do anything, but that's fine. I'm getting us closer to the next
Come back
levels.
anytime you're ready to sweat.
Okay. I think that's everything I need. So back to this book mode, save, and attack the next mission. Ah! It's irritating hitting the wrong button. Okay. So I think I'm going to do this one next battle, get to the next stopping point in the story, and that'll be done.
Here are details on the current operation.
The Imperial force is deployed in a defensive formation around a camp within Vassal's urban center. You will assign your squad position split between the city team and the Riverside team. The city team will protect the base camp while the Riverside team strikes the enemy. Your objective is to occupy the enemy camp. Defeat the enemy units defending the camp, then get to the flag hung out above their camp to occupy it. Beginning with this operation, you will be responsible for assigning your soldiers to their combat positions. Before commencing the operation, choose the position units command to view a list of deployable units. Then, once you've selected a unit you'd like to deploy, choose the position you'd wish for them to take. Intelligence reports say the tank's stationed in the city area there. It will behoove you to include an anti-tank unit on the city team to facilitate its neutralization. I would also recommend that you add units with high AP, such as scouts and engineers, to your Riverside Strike Force. Once you got your teams in place, select the Deploy command to begin the operation. So scouts and engineers need to be on the right-hand side, and then defenders are on the left-hand side. I would probably say that we want to have people in our base camp that can withstand an attack, and then blitz with the right-hand side. That's probably what we want to go for. Now it's time to get those soldiers of yours into position. Enemy base camp is captured. The enemy occupies Gallia's base camp. That's how you lose. Or all of our soldiers are killed, and then Welkin dies, another failure. 20 turns pass. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, on this area, I am going to need some defenders. So... I don't really have any particularly good people to put in here. Let's put Aisha in here. And we'll put Edie in here. Okay. So in this Blitz team... Yeah, we'll go with Noche. Yeah.
We're prepared to commence the operation. I look forward to good news from you.
Okay, and one of the things I'm planning on doing is adding some more members to this team.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out! All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams, City and Riverside. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock Trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? Couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's a spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
About occupying camps. Camps found across the battlefield grant your forces a number of advantages. Units stationed near camps will get a boost to their defense and to the amount of HP recovered at the start of each turn. Even tanks, which usually get no HP bonus, will regain some HP at each turn's start. Weapons with limited ammo, like grenades, mortars, and lances, will also be replenished. If there are enemy units around a camp, however, you cannot occupy it until they have been defeated. Effectively defending your camps while taking down the enemies will pave your way to victory. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I really think that... Well, I don't actually have a camp over here, do I? I have evade boost and defense boost. Okay, well, I was going to have Rosie retreat and move her to the defensive camp, because I really think that the defensive camp's a little bit better to do a frontal charge from. Even though this Riverside is supposed to be the offensive side of the things, generally it ends up not being that effective in that regard. But I don't think I can escape with them. So let's go ahead and move
entering combat.
Edelweiss into position.
Gotta love nature.
Galleon unit sighted.
Man down, everybody.
Okay, and the rest of our people we're going to position into an outstanding defensive position. You know what? Stand up.
Secure all elevated vantage points.
Kill this sucker.
Yeah! That's what you get!
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
I see an enemy sighted!
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh, stop being so panicky. You're fine.
Yay!
Man down.
Okay, so extremely effective defense right here. Should actually be some pretty good offense as well.
Been waiting here.
So I think I'm going to do, I'm going to move him out here. We'll charge through here.
Try to...
Oh wow, I missed. And we will just start pulling some more people through here. As many of these shock troopers as we can, because really there's no reason not to, that I can think of. Oh, okay. Well, let's get both of these people into defensive positioning then. Ooh, hello.
What? That's not... I can't... No! Get ready!
About leader units. The CP symbol is displayed beside the names of some units in their profile window. These units are known as leaders, and they exist among both allied and enemy forces. In Squad 7, Alicia is one such leader. By including them in the field, they'll add 1 CP to your total, allowing you to control more units per turn. If the unit is defeated, however, the CP is subtracted from the pool. Keep your leader units protected while effectively seeking out and destroying enemy leaders to reduce their CP pool.
That's what you get!
Okay, Edie, let's get to a...
Divert the enemy's attention.
Well, she's in a very exposed position there, but there's not much I can do about it at this point. Because what I want to do is I want to take out this tank. With light.
Been waiting here.
All right.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Okay, so some reinforcements have arrived. About orders, as Squad 7's leader, Welkin is able to issue special commands called orders. Orders cost CP to use, but some yield squad-wide effects that can be invaluable when used wisely. To issue an order, open the menu in command mode by pressing the triangle button, then select orders. Choose a specific order you'd like to issue. Some orders will affect all units, while others receive select targets. New orders can be learned by leveling up your unit classes in the training field. They'll make the battles ahead easier. Okay. First off, let's get you into cover.
No!
Let's heal up Largo.
Whew, thanks.
And Aisha,
I'll do my best.
let's start causing some serious problems for these people, shall we?
Yay!
Who are these guys?
What?
I'll do my best. Please hit! Yay!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Enemy found!
Okay, so Largo should be able to take out the tank. But is that what I want to do here? I'm going to see if I can't take out both of these guys and just take the camp this turn.
I got it! What? That's not... I can't! No! Get ready!
Just watch this.
Nah, I'm just gonna come right up on this guy.
Make sure we can...
You're done!
I'll do my best. Yay! Taking the stage.
Okay.
That's what you get!
Who are these guys?
Occupied enemy camp. We win.
Operation complete. We took their base.
Again, aggressiveness works in our favor. Okay, it is actually possible to take that base on the first turn. I did not. I was not as aggressive as I could have been. New episode has been added.
Hey there! You guys aren't with Squad 7 by any chance, are ya?
Yes, that's us.
Bingo! I've been looking for you. Meaning you, hot stuff, on the tank.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
That must make you Lieutenant Gunther, am I right?
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Oopsie daisy.
What? Hey, you can't...
Ah, nice to meet you too. Now, let's get right to the questions. So, you're the son of the great General Gunther, huh? You look awfully young. How old are you anyway? Must be your first war, huh? What's been the hardest experience so far? Wait, happiest. Funniest. I'd also like to know hobbies, favorite foods, what you do on your days
Hey,
off.
lady! This is a combat zone. Excuse me, but what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, give me a break, will ya? Scoops are near danger, and I'm near Scoops. That's right. The name's Ellet. I'm GBS Radio's top woman reporter. I smell a story, a good story, and you guys are it.
So, you're a reporter?
Very good, I'm a reporter, yes. I've been assigned to Squad 7 to conduct a series of interviews, thank you. Now, let's get back to those questions, shall we?
Now he's giving interviews? Who does he think he is? Ooh, look at him. Son of some big hero. Please. He's still a schoolboy.
No kidding. One little win and he's the new Grand Duke. I hate kids. Whatever. He'll learn soon enough. Only one thing matters out there in the field, and that's experience.
Chapter 4. Operation Cloudburst.
New episode has been added. Personnel tab is now available. The weaponry tab is now available. The glossary tab is now available. About personnel, weaponry, and glossary. These three tabs offer information on the game's cast, the arms they wield, and the things and places that form their world. Open the menu with the triangle button, and in the tab Select menu, select the resource that you'd like to read. Their contents are automatically updated as you progress through the game's plot, so check back on a periodic basis. Castle Front Street is now available. The War Cemetery is now available. The Personnel tab is now available. The Weaponry tab has been updated. The Glossary tab has been updated. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save at this point. And I think I'm probably going to be done for a while.